Extra car part friends, this is Jason, and in this video I'm going to show you quickly how to use a pair of circlip pliers. So these are circlip pliers. Right now they are set up for an external circlip. So as I squeeze it, they open up. But these are actually universal, so kind of forget the black part there. You take these, the black fingers or the prongs, you put them on the silver pieces, and then this becomes an internal circlip tool. So this is just an all-in-one. I actually don't know if I like this all-in-one tool. And it's definitely a cheaper one. So this is my track one. So if it disappears, I'll be a little upset, but it's not gonna make me cry. But so again, this is dual. Right now it's set up for an external circlip. Flipping it over, internal. So you see how it's pinching together. In this video, I'm going to use an external circlip because honestly, there's a couple of engines I can think of that have internal circlips that would need the internal ring, but I don't have access to those right at this moment. And I didn't want to set the camera up in front of a chassis where the steering shaft goes into the frame and you have that internal clip holding the uniball inside the frame at the bottom of the steering shaft. So most circlips are going to be external like this. And by external, basically external means obviously on the outside, but it's clamping down. So there's a groove. I don't know if you can see it. There's a groove there at that angle. You can see it. So the circlip springs around inside that groove on the outside diameter of the part, external. If this was an internal clip, it'd be the opposite. You would squeeze the pliers, this side, you'd squeeze them, that would shrink the circlip, then you would insert inside the part or the case or whatever, and then when you release the tool, then the circlip would expand. So external circlips shrink to grip, internal circlips expand to hold the part in place. So that's the circlip pliers. And you can buy these at, auto part stores and your favorite online marketplace, whatever. Your choice. The biggest thing is you want to make sure, the reason I mainly got these was they were cheap. That was number one reason. Two, it had 3 different tip sizes in the box, and I'm able to use the different tip sizes on different circlip holes. So, and then as you can see, it has the screws here. You take the screws out, and then you flip them to the other side. And then that's how this becomes internal, external circlip tool. But the circlip itself, if you feel the circlip, you're not going to see this in the video. But if you feel it, there's one edge that's rounded or smoothed over. There's another edge, you flip it over, that's sharp, and it's a very, like a 90 degree, the very sharp 90 degree angle. The way I was taught by the owner of Sweet Tech Racing, I was taught that you put the load, wherever the load is, against the sharp edge. So the theory behind that is you have a little bit more of a contact patch, and it lessens the chance of that circlip having, let's say, a chamfer or an angle in which the load, that's the sharp side. Let's say your load is here. This is your load. That's your load. The sharp side pushing against that outer groove, right? The outer surface. You have less of a chance of that circlip wanting to push out of the groove. Now, if you flip it around, it has a chamfered or smooth edge. Now you have the load, the force going outward. There's a chance that little chamfer could act as almost like a wedge. And that's the way it was explained to me. So, now I do know in some applications, some guys will argue because of finish and stuff like that. But Again, that is the way I was taught from a reputable engine builder for our applications. So I hope you find this video helpful. Again, Circlip tool, set up for external right now. Put the prongs on the silver portion. It becomes an internal circlip tool. And sharp edge facing the load, with the load. So, hope you find that helpful. Stay tuned for more how-to videos and other karting content.